Actually, Brooke,
Sorry, gotta remember to record.
and it is Make Money Monday. We have a really great call for you today. We're going to be discussing. Has anybody seen that we have something getting rolled out today? Anybody see what Brooke posted on the socials?
Little, maybe a coming soon.
Anybody want to guess what it is? Any guesses?
Anybody want to guess? And we'd love to see some cameras while everybody's getting rocking and rolling.
Sandra,
If
let's hear
you're
it. Sandra, let's hear it. Sandra, Sandra, Sandra. That's what I'm going to go with.
Are we talking about the new experience site?
No, but that's really close. And that is definitely happening. That is a really good guess. And I love it. But no, that's not it today. That's not it. This is Make Money Mondays. We can I give a little bit?
I don't know, how about this? How about we dive into who we are? I see some new faces, new friends. Well, for those of you who have your cameras on, if you're driving, please don't. We don't want you to
Hey,
get.
you could still drive.
Yes, just don't turn your camera on.
Just don't turn your camera on, but
Or
please
pull
still
over
drive
and
it
put your
safely.
camera on. But let us introduce ourselves. Jen, why don't you start so that our friends at home who are following along get to know who we are before we dive into, and I promise not to use my show voices today, Jen. I promise.
I don't know if you could promise that, but okay. I am Jen Bovey. I am the area director for Keller Williams New England, and I am also an operating principal in Rhode Island. So happy to be here, happy to have these calls, and really excited about today. So go ahead, Brooke.
And
On to
I'm
you.
I know I'm Brooke Silva, your regional technology trainer, and this is one of my favorite days of the week where we get to play with the agents in our region and associates, have some really fun times, and show you things that are happening. So while Sandra might not have been 100%, we are going to talk about that today because it ties into what we're about to reveal, what we're about to talk about that is so exciting. And can I tell you, Jen, when you call me and you're like, I have a project, I'm like, ooh.
Brooke is definitely all about the projects, and I absolutely have to give a shout out to all the team leaders in New England because the initiative that we're announcing today came directly from Adam out in the Boston Metro Market Center. Yet the entire team leaders came together and said, we need to do this as a group. So I'm really excited and thankful for our team leaders to come up with this. And I went to Brooke and I said, okay, they came up with an initiative. Now we need to put it together and make it easy for our agents. So you guys ready to hear all about it? I got a couple of nods. I don't know. I need some excitement.
No, are they like super pumped? Are they
AJ was like, yeah,
mega?
let's go.
Are they,
Let's go. Let's go.
yeah, Rick Dow.
Rick is ready to
Stop
hear it.
teasing us. Give it up.
All right, Jeff. All right, fine. Actually, you know what? He got leaked to the news, so he already knows what we're talking about.
I was so
So
good too. It didn't leak.
it leaked from my mouth. So it was me. I was the
I
leaker
held her
in
at
that
gunpoint.
case. All right. So here's what's happening. On August 3rd, are you guys busy?
You better
Hope
be.
you're not busy that day because we are rolling out a huge New England wide initiative for you to hold an open house. Now hold the phone. Wait. Whoever just checked out because you're like, I don't have a listing, I'm out. Nope. This initiative is to have every agent in New England that is wanting to hold an open house on August 3rd to hold one. We have so many listings. I know the inventory is low. I get it. Trust me, I know. I'm going to tell you something though. When I started in 2001, stop judging and stop trying to figure out my age. I started in 2001. The market was crazy. And you know what else was crazy about it? The low inventory and how quickly things turned over. Do you want to know the number one way I was able to become rookie of the year? Let me share it with you.
Open houses. Open houses.
I held open houses, not my open houses, by the way, because I was a brand new rookie agent, 22 years old. I held open houses for anybody and everybody that would let me. You hear that? So you do not have to have a listing. Oh, sorry, that was a Rhode Island accent that just popped on accident. You do not have to have a listing to participate in this. We are asking your market centers to get involved and your agents in your market centers to get involved, because guess what? We have some incentives for you. Should we roll those out, Brooke, or should we
Let's
more?
do it. So you want to start with the playbook? Is that what you want me to start with?
Okay, so here's the thing. We're not coming to you just to say, hey, here's an initiative, August 3rd, hold an open house. We're giving you every single tool, template, and how to, including with emails, how to actually hold these open houses at the best way we can to splash New England open on August 3rd. What do you guys think? Anybody okay with this stuff?
Yeah, I'm seeing hearts, thumbs up, smiles.
All right, let's go on to the next initiative because, oh, okay, we are. Okay, thank you, Elaine. Elaine with all the
Got some
thumbs
hearts.
up.
I would like to know what it takes to get Donnie level hearts on things.
Right?
Actually, maybe I don't want that. It's all right. So welcome to your playbook. There are listings. There are open houses out there. There are agents who don't want to do their own open houses. Some of them might be on this call because they just have too many listings. It's true. There are some of our agents who don't, they may have 4 going this weekend, but you can't be in 4 places at one time. And this is why it's so important to be on these calls. It's so important to be on your market center meetings, because I know if I don't have any rapport with you, I have no idea who you are. I will be less enthused about giving you an open house than someone who may be showing up, who is in the office, who's going to the trainings, who's showing up online. If I know your name and recognize you, I would probably be more likely to give you one of these open houses. I'm not watching chat, so if there are questions, let Jen and I know. Raise your little digital paw, and we'll get to them. But here's your playbook. So Jen, who is this open to?
Everybody. And by the way, the whole initiative is every single agent who holds an open house on August 3rd will get a private VIP invitation to our exclusive mastermind, in-person mastermind held in the New England region for anybody that participates in the open house, mega open house day. So what that, what that means, everyone that participates, if you are a listing agent that you let somebody open your house on, both of those people are invited.
Wow.
So you are either a listing agent that is holding your own or a listing agent that is offering it to another opportunity to somebody else. Those are opportunities to be in this exclusive VIP mastermind session, which will blow your mind, by the way. Okay, go ahead. Back to you, Brooke.
You know, like, and if you guys slay it, if you're doing the things, you're using these things, we want to talk to you. So August 3rd comes and goes. You're like, I am so busy. I don't even know what to do with all these leads. I've got buyers coming out of everywhere now. People need to list their homes. We want to hear all these success stories. No matter how small or big they are, we want to talk to you because you just may be on a panel at this mastermind with us. Okay? So here's some of the fun things that you have. Now, we do need you to submit your open house to us. There are a lot of you, and there are a lot of MLSs. There is no way we can pull a report that tells us this. So in your playbook, and yes, you will get the link. The region will be sending it out. It will be in the M3 group. When do we not give you information? You need to fill out the form so we can help you market this as well on our regional Facebook group. Next, we have given you Canva templates.
Okay, what this means for you is we are literally giving you the easy button to make this as successful as it can be for you and your business. So I don't know. I heard the industry might be shifting and getting weird. If you've taken Value Squared with me, I think that's my word of the class. It's getting weird out there. This is a way to protect yourself and thrive forward. So I'm really hoping that you guys are excited about this because the team leaders and myself, we were truly excited because I think this could really make a huge splash in New England if we could really, truly open a ton of listings. Now, here's a question I got, Brooke, from Jeff actually this morning. He's like, well, what happens if they're all under contract? I got 3 listings coming on. What happens if they're all under contract by then? By the way, you could still have your open houses and accept or offer backup offers for your listings. So even if you list something this week, you could potentially still have an open house, right,
Agreed.
Jeff? You're gonna still have them, right? We talked about that today. So don't let that hold you back either. All right, go ahead, Brooke, back to you.
The other thing is, in order to play, we're going to show you the Canva templates in a minute. We're asking that you do update to the brand new agent sites. And that's what we're going to go over on the second half of today. Now, if you joined after a certain date, you don't have to worry. I'm going to show you what it looks like if you do have the older experience. Because how many of you know that there's an open house lead gen form for every property, irregardless, my husband's like most hated word, regardless of if it's your property or not. As long as there's a property on your KW site, you put a little slash, you type in open house, all one word, and boom, you have an open house landing page that is gorgeous. And then you do a little right click QR code, but we'll get into that later. Everybody has autofill on their phones, unless you tell your phone no all the time. Everybody has autofill. I can prove this in the classes, inside and out. We have autofill. So this is how people are going to get into the open houses and leave correct information. We do ask though that if you are the list agent giving the open house to another associate, that they are able to have those leads and work those leads. They're doing the work at the open house. Let's give them the leads and culture. Who wants to see the templates? We have made a really cool unified template for you in Canva.
Oh, we put a badge on it too, just to make sure everybody knows.
I was so excited there's a badge. You know, we love badges. We love awards and pieces of paper and things that make us feel special at KW. So we've also made badges for you. And we're going to ask that if you do use your own templates, that you do continue to use the badge. Because here's the thing. Your open houses are going to get New England wide coverage. What if you could bring the correct buyer from Connecticut to Rhode Island, from Rhode Island to Massachusetts, from Vermont to New Hampshire? Exposure. This is a different type of exposure and clicks on your website. And while it might not be the right house at that time, it may be the right buyer for you at another time. So all you're going
By
to
the
do
way,
is,
the New England region will be sharing out all of our open houses as well. So not
long as
only
they're on
do
the
your
form.
market center, the region,
yes, as long as they're on the form.
you're gonna be on the floor.
Got to get us the form. Okay, so here you go. You click here for Canva templates. You're plopped into Canva, and then you've got 10 different designs.
We're not seeing anything, Brooke. So if you think you're
Oh,
sharing
no.
your screen, unless I don't, I'm not seeing
No,
it.
let me see. Let me reshare. I might have only shared a document. How's this now? Canva
Much
back?
better.
Yay! So there it is.
Your first time sharing your screen?
Yeah. I'm not a fan of this new Zoom update, by the way, friends. If you haven't updated, make sure you do because things will break. But if you're not updated, get used to it. It's not my friend. But there's 10 designs to fit the needs of your branding and marketing across the board. You simply have to drag and drop a picture of the property right there. You know, Jen, Jason Abrams said it at one of his in-person events with us. And it was a very controversial move by him about pictures when it comes to listings. And he said the reason people aren't coming to your open houses is because you're giving them too much and everything online. Where is your carrot dangle? Where are you showing them they need to see more by coming in person to the open houses? Don't go bananas, make one image. Let the website do the rest. Let the in-person event do the rest for you. Those badges also exist. And if you click on the badges, am I still sharing screen or did it go away?
Yes. I just
Okay.
want to shout out to RJ. Thank you for commenting that this is awesome. We're really excited
yeah.
about it. So thank you.
Yeah, it really is awesome.
So there you go. There's your badges. And you can just download these as PNGs with a transparent background. Download, click transparent, and there you go. You have your badge that you can put on any of your marketing when you're participating on August 3rd.
Said
Other
differently, we will not be offended if you want to use your open house template that you have.
I
We're
might be.
okay with that. We just wanted to create them for you just in case you didn't have them or wanted something easily done for you. So if you do have your own template for your open houses, that's great. Just would you please use our badge so that way we could splash this throughout New England and all consistently?
Yes,
Mark Kavanaugh's on. We want consistently throughout the entire region, right, Mark?
I would love that. I would love that.
All right.
The other thing we've added is a few things. Links to the open house playbook. If you have not downloaded it or viewed the new open house playbook that exists in Connect and Command, it's awesome. And then how to host a 7th level open house. There's so much more to the open house than the actual open house. There's so many things we can be doing up to the open house, the day of, and after.
So can I share one of the things I did when I was
Yes.
first in the business and was able to attract some really great potential buyers into each of the listings? By the way, I will tell you, I do not like to door knock. Sorry. Yet the way that I made it okay for me to door knock, my style, was I sent out note cards to the neighborhood that was going to be an open house. And I would send it out about 3 to 4 days prior to the open house. And I put in there that who I was, that I was going to be coming by the neighborhood to give information about the open house and exclusively opening the property a half hour before the public open house to anybody in the neighborhood. The other thing I told them was, hey, this is my car. This is what I look like. This is who I am going to be coming by the neighborhood to give you X, Y, or Z. Sometimes I would leave them the flyer of the open house. Sometimes I would leave them market analysis information. Whatever it was I was doing for that purpose, I would let them know. So that way, when I did knock on their door, they knew who was there. So it wasn't a surprise. They didn't hide for me like under the couch with the blinds like poking up a little bit.
Well, you look like your headshot.
What? I didn't look like my headshot. I looked 12. I looked 12, but I was 22 at the time. So, because I had like the turtleneck sweater, by the way, that was
Great fashion choice.
not a good choice for your first professional headshot. You learn these things.
Live, you learn.
Experience does that to you. Okay, here we are. Oh, someone just, I love that.
It's
Thank
Kavanaugh.
you,
He's
Trina.
buttering us up for something. I'm waiting. He's buttering us up. I'm waiting for mine. Waiting for my good compliment to hit the chat too. We're excited about this. Open houses are one of the most amazing ways to build your database, to build your leads. And these are the people who are motivated. I can tell you, friends, I'm not going to sit there if I'm not looking for a home and go out to open houses on the weekend. That sounds like fresh hell to me. These are people who are motivated to do something. I mean, unless there's really good cookies and mimosas, maybe, right? Because can we smell the cookies? Do you have it in the diffuser, the cookie smell and the vanilla?
Mimosas just made me twitch a little bit because that is a liability. So please,
Yes,
try to
don't
avoid
do
the
that.
alcohol.
Don't do that. But it all depends on but these are people who are motivated and how you follow up with them. We have so many great tools. Again, we have the open house website landing page. We have our apps and we have smart plans that are ready to go. So the second these people get in, when you're doing things at the open house, you can be adding a tag and smart plans can be hitting them. They can be getting your app as they're walking out the door. There's so many small things we can do to make your real estate open houses actually beyond 7th level. So we're excited about this. Your market center leaders received all this information. You will get it today. It will be in the M3 group. And then I'm really excited about today's social media and the initiative behind it. Because, friends, would you be super excited if businesses in your communities promoted your open houses? No? Yeah?
I'm seeing nods.
You're seeing nods?
We're getting it now. We're getting it. Nods are happening.
Yes. Yeah, you have to be like aggressive for Zoom to pick up sometimes, and especially one of those follow. Our new website have blogs. Our new websites have ways for us to have vendor networks and the ability to share the people we love doing business with. There's no reason we can't ask those businesses for reciprocity when it comes to the sharing of details, but you've got to build it up. You've got to build that relationship. And everything we're doing today about community connections is a way to become a hyper local realtor. Yes or no, do we all have the same communities? Do we all have the same exact communities? Do we all live? Like, I see a bunch of Rhode Island peeps who I love. Hi, guys. Do you guys all live? Rhode Island's like this big, connected by the scariest bridges in the world. Do you guys all kind of live in the same areas? Maybe frequent some of the same businesses? What we've got going on, it doesn't matter if you all lived in the same postage stamp size area. The people I visit, the places I go to are probably very different than Mark Kavanaugh or very different than Tommy. So we're really excited to show you how to use your community connections, because wouldn't it be great if you got a spotlight at your favorite local restaurant or the dry cleaner at the checkout where they have to write out and, do their credit card slip when they're paying? What would that look like for your business if you had QR codes everywhere for people to scan you? Yeah? All right. If you are not a part of our Facebook group, make sure you check out the links we've been posting in the chat, because sometimes it's early release. Sometimes things go there before the email goes out. I want to make sure you guys see things. I also put things like, hey, look out for this spam text or rogue thing. All right, Jen, you ready to get into community connections? Do you have anything you want to put a bow on with our mega open houses?
No, I think you did a great job. What I did learn about you, though, Brooke, is that you have a really hard time keeping an initiative or a secret. So it is important to get on that page, because she likes to release things prior to OP's even seeing it.
I waited. I asked. It was not easy. I just wanted to give you guys something so fun to look forward to coming up. All right. So let's talk community connections. Not buttering you up. Oh, thank you. All right, so let's talk about community connections. But first, let's double check to see if our new websites are what they need to be in the new experience. So here's the cutover date. As of August 15, agent websites will be automatically moved over to the new site experience. And I have a couple of the nerds on with me. I see you. I see you, Maggie. I see you, Sandra. I don't know if any of my others are on. So what does this mean? Well, it depends on how you're using the site now. And what we found is a lot of agents created landing pages and did nothing with them. They didn't publish them. They just made them because they were learning in a class, and they've got this entire library of pages that are doing nothing, especially a mortgage calculator. And this one's super important. So have your little ears perk up on this one. There is a mortgage calculator that exists on every single property page in Command in our new sites. Here's my favorite part of this. When the person on your website types in their mortgage, what they can afford, what their down payment is, what their interest rate may be, it goes from property to property with them. You do not need a separate page. When you send somebody out of your site to another mortgage calculator, now you're, one, taking them away from your world. Two, they have to come back in and put that info in again. They don't realize it's not your site. It's aggravating. It's not user-friendly. So when we're on our websites, you have the ability to see everything with affordability. This was a James Shaw thing, but when you go buy a car, do they hand you a piece of paper that says, thank you, this will be $45,000, sign here, press hard? Or do they give you payments? Which one do they do? Do they give you the full amount, or do they give you the payments? Payments. So let's look at this. I'm on my website. I have flipped over to the new experience, and I am looking at our property in Connecticut. The affordability I was talking about is when you scroll a little bit down. So here's the purchase price. Maybe I have 30% down and a 5.2 rate. Now, this is going to follow me from property to property to property. This affordability is so important when people are looking on our sites, and it's one of the things that makes our site stand out. So this is one of the things you gain. How do you know you are on the new websites? When you go into command agent.kw.com, you're going to visit the last applet at the bottom called websites. You will either see this or you will see a banner that says update my experience. There are directions, and I'm going to plop those in the chat for everyone. They will also be on our page later, so don't go away to that. But once you're there and you see the update the experience, it's 3 clicks. It's 3 clicks. It's all it is. All right. So let's talk about the properties, because Jen, one of the things is we have to do what? You have to use the open house lead
Sign
form.
in. Yep.
Yep. It is so important.
And it's great, by the way. I mean, I don't know how many agents like looked up how to get a sign-in sheet digitally for open houses, but like agents pay for things like this. This is right on command. And the best thing about it, it's free and it enters the information right into your database. I don't know.
So watch this, because this is why it's so important for us to switch over, and why you get the blog, and why the social posts we're going to go over are going to make sense after you see all the pieces connected. If you don't have people to talk about, you don't have blogs to write. So watch this. Open house. All I did was do a / open house. Here, I'll put it in the chat. So you don't change anything else. You literally just add open house. You hit enter or tap it, whatever you do. It's going to take a minute. You can see at the bottom it's working. And it is building the connection and the pipeline directly into your database. Now, this could be Jen's listing and I'm doing the open house. It's going into my command, not Jen's. These are my leads. So now you've got this gorgeous link. This link stays the same. Copy this, put it somewhere, email it to yourself, put it in a note. The other thing you
Could they
can
make
do,
a QR code for the open house?
boop, right click QR code.
So if you don't have an iPad device or anything, this is what I would have at my open house, is an iPad that has this open. So anybody coming in can register right here. Yet if you don't have that, that's okay. Have everybody scan the QR code that you make for this.
And here's why
Really
I love
easy.
that. Autofill. It is harder for a consumer to give you fake information when they're using their own device. It is really difficult. This is going to cut down on the nunya@nunyabusiness.com emails, or some of the other really fun ones we see that come in from leads. So you can right click and create the QR code. The other thing is that the blog is there. So your blog is how you're going to create those community connections, and the social media content and the directions that we're about to give you are going to set you up to have all the info in blogs. Now, Jeff, you can have a backup paper sheet. I don't hear pushback.
Every restaurant I go to, you need to scan their QR code for menus.
Mhm.
I haven't gotten any pushback.
My 70-year-old mother loves it. She'll see a QR code and just boop. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I want to know what the info is. I'm like, we're not even here. Go, keep walking, Doris. And she scans it anyway. But you have the ability to have blogs. Your blog is your super weapon to get SEO and to become a part of your hyper local community, so that those who are not ready to purchase or sell are in your world and are interacting with you, so that when they are ready, they think of you because you're a hyper local community leader. So let's look at what that looks like. So on the July sheet, we're going to click Community Connections. And we've given you the Canva templates. You can download the images if you do not have Canva, and a Google form. So here are the Canva templates for you. Boop. Believe we did 7. Yep, there are 7 designs. Now, we have already said this, you guys all agreed, so I'm not making things up. My community is different than your community. So my community may need pet sitting, yours may not. Your community may need babysitting, mine may not. It all depends on what your community needs. And usually how I see what's going on is by looking at a community page. Or I look at what a bunch of my friends are asking. How many of you posted firework event stuff or where to park in your town, right? What are the things people are searching for every day in your local area? And those are the things we start looking for. So who do you know? 3 different colors. Seeking small businesses to feature. A nice little notebook. Help me find a small business, charity, or event that we need to know about. Urgently needed. What are we searching for? And then a looking for. Small business, charity, or event that we need to know about. All of these go with a Googly form. Now, if you've never used a Google form before, by you clicking on this, it's going to create the form for you. So now all you're going to do is say, click and make a copy, and this belongs to you. So that way you're not getting Rick Dow's or Steve Laredo's people or Cavs people in your world. What it does is it creates a community connection Google form for you. So you're going to put this out on your social media. Desperately seeking the best date night restaurant. Desperately seeking the best plumbers in the area, dry cleaners, eyebrow people, like you name it. What are people looking for? Because we already have the plumbers, the roofers, the electricians. I don't know why we would use certain people outside of the transaction, but we have them. I want you to go, where are the places non-real estate transacting people are going every day? Where are they going? Because I don't know about you. I'm not calling a title company every day. I'm not calling a home inspector every day. But I'm definitely hitting Heavenly Donuts every day. I'm definitely going to the dry cleaner, and I'm definitely dropping off the dog at doggy daycare. You have a whole lead pool there waiting for you. So community connections. They put their email, the name of the business, charity, or event. What is it? If it's an event, please give us the date. If they know the main point of contact and where. And then we ask them for their information in case we need to contact them about the place that they notified. You have the Keller Williams disclosure down here. Do not change this. This gives you permission to contact these people. The other thing that's going to happen is that they're going to get a copy of this. So they're going to know they signed up. What you're going to do is come into responses and you're going to go link to sheets, and I want to show you what happens. But first, let's send it. Who wants to fill it out for me so you can see what happens live? Who has their phone handy and can scan that QR code? Do it. It's a race. It's a race. If you're on your phone.
Where's the QR code that you just said to
Did
scan?
it not pop up? Oh, I love today's screen sharing. Today's screen sharing is brought to you by New Zoom, which I dislike. How about that? So you can right click on any page. Remember, right click, whoop. Love that. Did anybody get it? Or does it need to come back up? Create QR code. You stupid thing. Create QR code. Share. Nope, it's having a day. The other thing you can do is I'll put it in the chat for you. So what's going to happen? I already got a response. So if you don't use the sheet, Mr. Kavanaugh, fast. You're going to create a new spreadsheet, and now all the people are in there, and you can just import them right into Command. That's it. Or you can double check to see if they're in there. Look at that. I agree.
Is there a way to get notification that somebody has filled this in, or do we just put it in our calendar to check every day to see who's filled it out?
I would just put it in your calendar to check. There are ways you can do it. I find that they go to the others folders in your promotions or updates. So sometimes as agents, we will miss them. So while you're doing this, when you set your social media, set a reminder to follow up on any of the ones. Because also what's going to happen is some people are going to post, you need to check this out, and they're not going to fill out the form. So that's when you can send a quick direct message and say, hey, Kelly, is it okay if I reach out to you real quick? I have a question about the place you put in my community connections. Then what you can do, gang, ChatGPT for the win on this one. In the link what you're going to get today, or if you're already seeing it, you can go right to my website and snag the ChatGPT workbook. Who remembers Mad Libs? Does anybody know what Mad Libs are? Yes, this is Mad Lib style. I created it Mad Lib style. So you just plug in what you want it to do and it teaches you how to write a blog. So you could even say, please give me 35 questions to ask a brand new bakery that just opened up in the town of Wilmington, Mass. Make it consumer facing. Ask them about their favorite items in the bakery and what they're passionate about and why they started. 35 questions, there you go. Then when they answer those questions, you take all their questions, you copy and paste, and you say, please write me a 3 to 4 page blog or 3 to 4 paragraph blog about the local bakery that just opened up in town. Here is a list of all the questions and their responses. Make it easy, fun. Let's go, right? And then it writes everything for you. You have to just go in and make sure it sounds like your voice. And the more you use ChatGPT logged in with your Gmail, the more it gets to know you. You can get 2 to 3 social media posts from each blog. From the blog, you can also get 1 email. You can do never-ending phone calls. So if you're making your lead gen calls, if you don't want to talk real estate, it's okay. Not every conversation is real estate. But leave a message that says, hey, I'm calling because I need to know where everybody's going in town for XYZ. I've had clients move to the area and they're asking, and this is not something I'm familiar with. Do you have this? Do you know this? Give me a call back. Let me know, please. So now you have a reason to reach out to people. You can thank the people who send you community connections. You can thank the places that you're writing about. There are so many things you can do. So post and ask. I say 3 to 4 times a month and vary it. You can have more than one vet. You can have more than one restaurant, bakery, coffee place, right? Use ChatGPT. Our job is not copywriting unless that is your job. If you're an associate that's helping another agent, our jobs are to do lead gen, use the tools like ChatGPT to get this done. In order to have the new blogs, you have to upgrade to the site experience. So in today's post on our Facebook group, is everybody in the Facebook group? I hope so. You're going to get a copy of the community connections. It's in our July calendar already if you're fast. All the social media posts, and then all you do is click Google Form and it creates it for you and it's in your world. You won't see Mark Cav in there. That's my form now. Now I have all his personal data. I won't spam you much, I promise. Maybe a can or 2. All right, friends. Questions about what we went over today? I know we went over a lot. We've got mega open houses. I'd even do like my mega monster truck rally cry. It got banned in the meeting. We've got Community connections. Maybe I'll record it and put it on the M3 group. My husband does it better. He was on radio. And then we're gonna play with ChatGPT. If you need help with your websites, please follow the answers article I'm gonna post. If you run into any snags, it's because your marketing profile is not right. If you need additional help, Market Center Tech Trainer, or at me on the post that I'm going to put out on M3 so I can help you. But if you're a newer associate as of this year, you most likely already have the new experience. Okay, friends, are you excited? We gave you a lot today. Go get them. I can't wait to see it. When you post your blogs, please tag me in the comments so I can read them. I'm going to put mine up here. I'll put mine. It is just brookthenerd.com. Oops, that spelled right? Nope. Don't do that one. brookthenerd.com. I write for you. You're my demographic. So make sure you check out what I'm doing. I really didn't write most of it. ChatGPT did. And make it easy. All right, friends. See you on the Facebooks. Let me know if you have questions. Go be great. Go be mega.
Thanks, Brooke. You're mega. Mega awesome.
Thank you.
Bye, gang.
Bye, thank you.